What's up, guys? We're going to try to take another challenge today. You might have seen my last video that we were running the entire game on the hardest difficulty, High Chaos. Now we're going to do it hardest difficulty while sneaking around, which is indefinitely more difficult. There's also an achievement for not getting spotted. Highly doubt I won't. Highly doubt I will get that challenge today, but we'll see what happens. I do know a lot of the game in and out, but there is a good chunk of this that there's just so much going on that it's really difficult to prevent anyone from seeing me. Now I can sneak around on easier levels, no problem, but sneaking around on this difficulty will be very, very hard for me. So you may see a couple of resets, but I'm probably going to avoid trying to intentionally reset just because I know I'm probably going to get spotted quite a few times. So if you see that, don't be too surprised. And also, since I'm doing low chaos, I can't kill anybody. So really I'm limited to two primary weapons. That is my Strangle from behind, so if anyone sees me coming at them, I won't be able to do much about that, but my other method of knocking them out is a Sleep Dart, which the maximum I can carry for the Sleep Dart is 10 at the beginning, I think, something along those lines. Small enough that I'm going to run into a lot more enemies than I have darts. So that's definitely going to be problematic as well. I said in the last stream that I was in, you can tell that not a lot of detail was put into this newer edition. It looks the exact same as the other edition, so if you do have an option, as much as I love this game, may be better just to get the 360 version or the PS3 version, because it'll be the same graphical quality. Now the only downside about if you get those versions is it doesn't have the DLC with it. So if you've never played Dishonored, definitely worth it to play it. The DLC, I just had a couple of videos I showed a couple days ago about the Dunwall City Trials, and I did horrendously. I did well at the combat one on the hardest difficulty, and the sneaking around and the shooting darts at people infinitely. That was a little difficult, so we're going to try to get around this without killing anybody, so we'll do our best.
Yes, yes. Hello.
Corvo, you're back! Will you tell me about your trip, please? Were there any whales? Wait! Let's play hide and seek first. I'll cover my eyes and you hide. You have time? Mother's busy talking to that nasty old spy master.
And this is just considered a tutorial part, so we're going to skip that. It's just teaching you how to hide behind walls, which I know that much already. If I didn't know that, I'd be really, really in trouble.
Lord Protector. Stop moving, Campbell. And you, Corvo, welcome back. From wherever you've been. They sent him all.
Now this guy on the right is actually one of the first guys we're going to get into a scuffle with. And this guy in front of us is basically trying to save the city, but how he's involved with people is concerning. Now you see a little vase or cider on the table over here. I'm just going to grab it.
I need the bottle to draw the eye away from Campbell.
Now, if I remember correctly, by the time I see this later in the game, this this vial will actually be gone from that painting. We'll have to look at that. Last time I grabbed it too quickly that I didn't even pay attention to it.
They're sick people, not criminals.
We've gone beyond that question, Your Majesty.
They're my citizens, and we will save them from the plague if we can. All of them.
Very well.
We will not speak of this again.
Now, one of the benefits of me doing this on the
Leave us, please.
stealthier approach is that there will not be as many weepers and there won't be as many rats, so I won't be getting attacked non-stop just because I'm sitting in a corner.
Surprises, as usual.
Now I will be trying to skip a lot of these videos just because they're kind of irrelevant.
What news have you
I'll
got?
tell the story as I'm going here. A lot of you that have already watched the stream. Sorry for hearing the same stuff over again, but we're going to try to speed this up. Now a lot of this I am going to be probably approaching it more stealthy and not trying to knock out every single person, because that's probably when I'll have the most problem. If I try to knock out every single person, I'll get spotted immediately.
Are you okay, Mother? You seem sad.
Yes.
You may be curious why I'm looking over here. We'll see a couple of guys spawn up here real quick.
Where are the guards?
Oh, look at that.
Send them away.
Mother, look! What are they doing on the rooftop?
What? Emily, come here. Emily, get away.
Oh.
Look out.
Now that part I am allowed to attack because it is part of the actual storyline. I can't get rid of those guys without attacking them.
Not again.
Mommy!
No. Get away from her.
Mommy!
Ah, she's gonna be fine. It's not like a stealthy game to just let somebody die of high importance early on in the game.
Corvo, it's all coming apart. Find Emily. Protect her. You're the only one. You'll know what to do. Won't you? Corvo.
Oh, okay, maybe she will die. I wonder who's guilty. Maybe it's somebody that sounds guilty.
Yes, he's killed the Empress.
Oh, he's killed the Empress. Definitely not me and not anyone around.
Traitor.
Her own bodyguard. Ironic.
I'll see you be.
I'm sure I didn't contract anybody to start this. And there's a scene right after this that we're getting tortured, but we're going to skip that because that's an extra 5 minutes we don't need to see. Basically, I'll point out the guys we're looking at real quick and then I'll skip it. So you have that guy that's torturing me off to the right, the red jacket guy I was talking about earlier, and the guy that's already suspicious over there. So we're going to run into each of those guys. We're going to see Red Jacket first, and then the Torturer, and then the guy at in the painting that was in the back room. Or the back of the room, rather. So we'll see how easily this goes.
It's on account of Corvo, the one who killed the Empress and abducted her daughter, Emily.
So it's an occasion.
Right. A social event for the high and mighty. Come see the noble Lord Protector get his head chopped off.
They're as bad as us betting on the dogfights.
Now, one of the issues with these is that there are a lot of mini cutscenes. I won't call them cutscenes, it's just people standing there talking. But because they'll be in my way, I have to kind of wait for them to finish the conversation. And I don't have any teleportation abilities or anything like that yet. So you will notice that a lot of time I'll be waiting for an opportunity to run out. Which for this is really waiting for that guy to turn and start walking the opposite way, and for that guy he'll turn to the right, which he'll actually only be turned around for a fraction of a second.
Huh?
See, and that guy partially saw me already.
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event.
I probably shouldn't have knocked this guy out, but that guy that was patrolling stopped for long enough that I could get around those. So now this guy will be wide open once I get behind him.
It's just ridiculous. Stupid rats. Plague. Elixir. Bunch of crap.
And we'll just put him over in this corner. Over in this corner.
Attention.
Okay.
The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance.
So this first part's actually not so bad. I mean, it's a tutorial level, so there's going to be a lot of just sneaking around. And if I'm lucky, I won't have to use a lot of these health vials, but it's always good to have them. I'm just going to leave that food for safety. Now there's the guy that patrols this area. On the prior stream, he ran out to try to kill me because I was making so much noise, but should be able to grab him right here. So far I have everyone knocked out and there's no one behind me, so I can sprint around a little bit. When I come back out of this room, there will be a guy just standing at the doorway, so we'll try to get at him. I'll have to distract him a little bit.